energies of today. I had to go outside because it's a beautiful day. So we have today, it is day 1 of the 3 days of the full moon. We also have the Lionsgate portal aligning with Earth to empower our manifestations. So how are you feeling today? Let's see, shall we? Let's see what's in store for you today around all of this. Where is your energy right now? Okay, Canaz, this is an energy of illumination, of things being shown to you. So it may be that today you gain some clarity if something has been clouding your judgment or you're not sure on a particular direction. Something is going to be illuminated to you today that is going to show you exactly what you need to see. We're going to look further into that. And what that's going to do is open you up to alignment with something successful, something going your way, and balance, true balance, bringing things together. Now, for some of you, this could actually be harmony in your relationships. It could be bringing in a balance in giving and receiving finally. So perhaps if you have felt a lack in that sense, maybe if you feel like you've been giving too much, not receiving enough, then that is where the clarity is going to come from today, where the illumination is going to come from. So let's get into what we've got here. What is this message? How are you going to know about this? Okay, so what might be illuminated to you today is actually something quite ancestral. This could be, maybe if you're quite spiritual yourself, you may be receiving a message from spirit, from an ancestor or from a loved one. That could be coming through a song, or they could have popped up in your dream, or just something reminding you of them. And I feel like that's going to bring some grounding energy to you. It may be reminiscent as well, but there's something about it, about going back into a time that brought you joy, that brought you harmony and peace. So for some of you, I do feel that you could actually be reminiscing on somebody that perhaps you've lost in your life, thinking about them and feeling their energy in the spirit realm. There's something about that. It's something about you really being present in your environment as well, or going to a place where you would have seen that person. So I actually saw this recently on a live I did, where I could see somebody going into like a graveyard, maybe sitting next to a grave, or listening to someone's favourite song. But there's this person in spirit that I feel is really on your mind right now. I'm getting initials as well with this, like I and A, N, Ian. Could be an Ian. Okay. And I feel like what this message is coming through for you to do with this particular person in spirit is they're kind of encouraging you to come out of isolation now. I feel like maybe you've been spending a lot of time by yourself, or just in your own routine and not really interacting with other people more than your normal day to day. So they may have been dropping little subtle hints for you to get you out more. So that could be pushing people forward to invite you places, or bringing forward events and things that you would be interested in. But they're trying to guide you in that sense, in that space. Now, I'm getting the number 30 as well. That could have been the age of this person, or it could be perhaps you yourself are 30. But for some, I want to take your mind back to 30 years ago. What was going on in your life 30 years ago that was actually bringing you joy? There's something about paying attention to that, because it's part of this alignment with this balance in giving and receiving. It's part of something to do with love in your life. And I feel like since that point, you kind of held back from really allowing yourself to receive, and possibly even from giving enough. But something in your life is really quite desirable, really quite a fulfillment for you. But it's almost like you prevent yourself from allowing yourself to really absorb into it or to commit to it. Maybe there's some kind of fear going on with that. Now, I feel like this could actually be something to do with friendship. And I actually feel like, again, through the spirit energy that's coming through here, they may be trying to get you to see something about this particular situation. So if this is to do with a person in your life, they may be showing you signs or synchronicities that will make you think about this person. So if you know who that is on your mind right now, that is what this spirit is trying to guide you towards, because there's something about paying attention to that is the key to unlocking that wealth of giving and receiving in love, because I feel like that's what you've been looking for, that's what you've been wanting. Because you have actually been taking some time in isolation or doing your own thing. For many of you, I feel like you've actually been building your home environment, making that into a space that's like a sanctuary. You've also been working on your way of communicating as well. You're trying to come from a place of being authentic, being honest, being truthful. And for some of you, that may have actually upset the apple cart with some people in your life. So you're learning about communication. You're learning about maybe truth without kindness can come off a little bit harsh. You're navigating that very well at the moment, but now it's time to come out of that isolation and actually bring this forward, bring this out. I can hear magpies around here as well, which to me, they're always about like finding the beauty within the pain. So if things have been painful for you, or you're reminiscing on things that have hurt you in the past, taking yourself back to this time about 30 years ago. So obviously if you're not 30 plus, then this is not a message for you. There's something in that that's going to help to unlock you from holding back and bringing forward this desirable outcome, this balance. It is on its way to you. And there's actually something I feel like you are coming back to. You may be coming back round to the idea of a person or a situation or a place. Okay, so as it's a collective message, could be either of those, any of those. If you would like to go deeper into this message, then please drop me a DM to book in for personalised reading. Because you're going through this period right now, over the next 3 days, of a total realisation, like a spiritual awakening is occurring within you. And I feel like it's not been that long ago that you felt you went through a spiritual awakening as well, which could have been very visual, maybe dreaming, or just feeling that through your body. But something about that, when you went through the spiritual awakening not that long ago, feeling like that could have been a few months ago, something didn't change with that. But I feel like you recognise what that is that didn't change. You've realised what this is. So now that this kind of cycle is coming back around, you're all for it now. You're ready to push through. You're ready for that movement. And something about today is going to be showing you, I feel through the feels, like you're going to feel it. You're just going to feel right in a particular situation or doing the right thing. And it's just going to hit you right. And it's going to remind you of something around 30 years ago that filled you with gladness, that made you feel supported and good. Now I'm getting this vibe that this is to do with maybe a relationship that never really got off the ground. Something that still had unresolved things going on. You know, it doesn't feel completely done, closure and sealed. And I feel like the past 5 months you may have been carrying this feeling around with you on what is this and why do I feel like this and what do I do about it. Well, in the next 3 days this is all going to be coming into resolution. So what card do we have for the resolution on this? Yeah, okay. You are being given the opportunity for a brand new beginning. But you've got to kind of have the faith and courage to go forward with this. It feels right. You will know because it just feels right. Not that icky feeling, not that I'm not sure and I feel uncomfortable. It's pure comfort, pure love, pure warmth and feeling in here that is coming forward. It comes out of sacred marriage, a bond. So, if you would like to know more on this, please do drop me a DM. I'd love to go deeper into this reading. It feels very, very important for you. Have a blessed day. Thank you.